Hey, budget besties. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shawnee, and I'm sharing my journey to financial freedom $1 at a time. Around here, we don't compare, we don't judge, we just mind our money and keep it real. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and tap that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. It's a free way to help other people find this space. In today's video, we are going to be cash stuffing $825. So let's get started. We're going to start with my wallet categories. How is everybody doing? Outside of the price of gas, I'm doing okay. I have 50 left in groceries, and I already know that there's nothing left over anywhere else. So let's get rolling. So in groceries, I am wanting to add a total of $250. So let's just kind of see where we are with my account. I'm going to need a $10 bill here. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40. This 10 makes 250. Next, I'm going to hop on over to gas, and I am sure I'm using all of this money because gas, I think, is $4.17. So I am going to add $50 over here, and I need to really consider adding more since gas is no longer $2.30. So let's check our math. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Okay. So next I am wanting to add into self-care. So I need to add more money. Well, no, let's add into spending first. Spending, I'm going to add this $10 bill here. And then I'm going to hop back here to self-care. So I got my hair done. I have $10 left over. And I'm going to add a 20 to self-care. That makes that 30. And that is it for my wallet categories. I'm going to put this back in my wallet and I'll be back. Next up, I am hopping over to my funeral binder, and I am going to be adding quite a bit of money in here. And first, I am starting with trash. Let me grab a marker. I am not prepared today. So trash, I did have set up for the remainder of this year, but I'll tell you what's going on. So I'm going to add a 20 here. So I had this paid up until the end of the year. And when I paid my money, the next week they were like, hey, we're going to take some of this strain off of the gas and water company, and we're going to take over some of those charges. And so now what I had already paid for the year is going to run out, give or take, around July. So I have to start back stuffing this. Yeah, so I thought I was doing something. Guess not. All right, so I'm going to come over to HOA. My HOA is $250. I used to complain about this, and then I saw some of the girlies pay way more than I do, okay? So I'm adding $40 to HOA. And out of the $250 I need for January the 1st, I have 50, 70, 90, 110, and 120. So yeah, I am no longer going to sit here and complain about my good old HOA because some people are paying way more than I do, okay? So yeah, that's that. If you have an HOA, so tell me, what do you have to pay? Is yours cheaper, around the same price, or way higher? And do you have to pay more than once a year? Because I think some people pay every month, or they pay twice a year or something like that. So just curious what everybody else have to do. Let's put this back in here. Next over, I am coming over here to car maintenance, and I am adding $25 here. So we're going to take this 20 and this 5. And so grand total in car maintenance, I have 51, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70. So 370. I have recently had my car service, and oh my God, I was told that was it a oil change with tire rotations is $145. And so I was able to find another place, and on Wednesdays, if you are a woman, you get money off. And so I went on ladies day last Wednesday to get an oil change and some other stuff, because you know they always find something that needs to be done. Okay. So for my Verizon, which is my cell phone bill and my Wi-Fi bill, I am going to add a $20 bill here. And we now have 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 300. So we need 200 more in here. And this is a buffer for me. In utilities, oh, I didn't give myself credit, did I? So I'm using this tracker here. I added $20. Let's just scratch something off really quick. I guess I'll do a 15 and a 5. Yeah. And that's it with that. So let's throw this in here. All right. Now in utilities, I will be adding a total of $60. And so we're going to pull a 50 and a 10. What are you all paying in with oil changes, and what is the updated gas prices where you are, and how do you really truly feel about it? Okay, so I'm going to take a 45 and a 15. All right, let's give her a count. So in utilities, and this is a buffer, we have 51, 52, 53, 20, 30. All right, so that's it with utilities. We're gonna skip on back to, let's see, lawn care. And I still miss my old lawn man, but I had to save some money this year. Stuff costs too much. I'm gonna add $20 here. And we have 20, 40, 60, 80. I wish the man that I'm using now, I wish he would kind of get with the times. Sir, you have an iPhone. Don't you want to use Apple Pay? And to save me from having to drive my gas to the good old bank, okay? Or Cash App something. It's the only thing that I liked about my other yard man. I didn't have to have cash on hand, because what happens if I'm not at the house? I can't come outside and give you money if I'm not here, right? So anyway, that's just my thought process. Maybe he only does cash because he doesn't want to have to claim it as income. I don't know. Not my business. All right. In credit card, I am going to add a good old $20 bill here. And this is just for extra payments. And let's give ourselves credit. Cannot see. Okay, so we can do this 20 right here. And let's give this a good old count. This saves $200. When I'm done, I'll take it to the bank, pay towards a credit card, start over, okay? So we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Almost halfway there is where we are. And so that is it with grieving some money. So we're gonna take this funeral binder, close it up, and get it out the way. Next up, I am hopping over to my Stay Ready binder. And we are going to start with emergency fund. And in emergency fund, I am adding $50. So this is our last 50. And so we now have 1,000 in the bank and 150. So $1,150 here. All right. And next, I am hopping over to 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. But my goal is to try to save for at least a year, but let's start small, I suppose. We are adding $25, so we're going to take this 20 and a 5, and let's give her a count. We have 51, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. So 175 in 3 to 6 months. And we are a long way from saving 3 to 6 months, but it's fine. All right, and I think that's it. I'm going to take this rollover money And I think this is $50. Let's see. Yes, this is $50. We're going to just go ahead and be done owing myself money here. So this is it. I only have one more category where I owe myself money. If you are new to the channel, I will link the video where I had to pull money out of my envelopes to buy myself a water heater at the top of this year. That was so fun spending that money. All right, so let's get this money together so we know how much we have in this category. So in my miscellaneous category, I have 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, $310. So 310. And that's it with my Stay Ready binders. So we're going to take her and get her on out the way, okay? Next up, I am hopping over to my YOLO binder. And I am going to add, let's see, into electronics. I have not added in here in a good little while. We are adding $10. And so in electronics, we now have 51, 50, 70, 90, 200. Okay. And then we are going to come over here to shopping. And we are adding, let's see what we're adding. To shopping, we're adding $10 here. And we can't give ourselves credit. No. Okay. So in shopping, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 120, 130, 140. All right. So we'll put this back up in here. Okay, so let's get back to gifts. And in gifts, I am adding, we don't need this. I'm adding a $20 bill. And in gifts, I now have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210. And this is supposed to save me $500, so we are almost halfway done. And so that is it with my YOLO binder. I'm going to take this and get it out the way. Next up, I am hopping over to my Reclaiming My Joy binder. And we're going to come over here to Thanksgiving. And let's see, and in Thanksgiving, I am adding a $20 bill here. Thanksgiving is my absolute favorite holiday as an adult. As a kid, it definitely was Christmas. So let's give ourselves credit. We're almost done with adding money here. Our goal is 300. So in Thanksgiving, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200. So we only need $100 more and we will be done adding to this. All right, I am hopping over here to Christmas. In Christmas, we are adding $40. Let's put our money in the right order. And let's see, let's give ourselves a little credit here. All right, so let's see what we have. $800 is my goal. And we will see if this should be my goal next year or if I should make it more or less, okay? So out of 800, I now have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 190, 210, 230. All right, so we're not halfway there, but we are making some strides here. Lastly, in this particular binder, we are adding to my boss lady category, which is my mom, and I'm adding my last $10 bill here. And we're going to take off a $10 spot down here. So this says 150. When it's done, I'll start over, okay? So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. All right, not too bad. So that is it for the Reclaiming My Joy binder. We're going to move on to our last one, and then we'll wrap up the video. Last but not least, I am hopping over here to my monthly savings binder. And oh my God, you guys, I am on a streak, okay? Like, I have not messed up my money, okay? So we are going to be adding to the month of May. So I'm going to take this and get that out of the way. So I am going to take this out. I'm going to go ahead and speed through me coloring off the numbers on the tracker, and then we'll add the money to this, okay? I'll be back. Okay, so I will be adding $125 here. We only have $100 left, and we will be done with the month of May. So let's give it a count. May is supposed to save me $255. If you are wondering, I did get this from Creating Staci. Not sure if you are able to see that or not. All right, so I now have 100, 20, 40, 55. 155 and 100 is all we have left. And so that is it with my monthly savings binder. I will be back to close out the video. If you've made it to the end of the video, I appreciate you for real. So go ahead and tap that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. It's a free way to show me some love and help the channel to grow. If you've missed any previous videos, no worries. I will leave links in the description and up in the cards throughout this video if you would like to catch up. I'll be back next week for another cash stuffing video. And until next time, mind your money $1 at a time. I'm clocking out. Peace.